This case involved a woman approximately 50 years old. She presented to the office with painful lesions on the bottom of each foot. These lesions were diagnosed as porokeratomas. These are hard nucleated 2 to 3 millimeter callus lesions, usually in weight-bearing areas. Both the patient and I discussed treatment options. This begins with palliative care, non-surgical. This includes debridement, padding, insoling shoes, prosthetic treatment mostly, to gain a long-term favorable result. The results were temporary, pain returned quickly. The patient and I discussed further treatment options. The patient desired to pursue ablation, which is the use of heat. This was performed. Unfortunately, the patient felt the outcome was unfavorable, therefore this case developed.
I thought that we had a very strong case. Dr. Del Zotto had excellent documentation. He was able to explain his thought process to the jury, and he was really able to show the jury that he was kind, compassionate, and caring.
There's an overwhelming feeling of literally being a duck in a pond with a half a dozen 12-gauge shotguns pointed right at you. What consolidates as the case develops through the remarkable efforts of the doctor's company and legal counsel is the reassurance that all intentions were based on giving the patient the best chance of a favorable outcome, the reassurance that you can do everything right and still be litigated, and it has no bearing or reflection on inadequacy, incompetence, or any infraction as a practitioner.
A key factor for the successful defense of this case was our selection of defense counsel. The jury liked the defense attorney better than the plaintiff attorney, and they held the defense attorney in very high regard. This doesn't happen by chance. The selection of defense counsel is a carefully weighted decision. We feel, in order to relentlessly defend our members, every aspect of the case needs to be taken into consideration, including the selection of counsel.
I believe strongly in a team concept with my client, and Dr. Del Zotto was incredible. He worked with us very closely throughout the case. He was interested, he was engaged, and he was prepared. We spent a lot of time educating him, and he really picked up the ball and ran with it.
From the claims perspective, we knew that the credibility of Dr. Del Zotto's testimony before the jury would be a very important factor in their decision in this case. That's because Dr. Del Zotto and the patient had very different recollection of the postoperative instructions. In order to ensure that Dr. Del Zotto was the best witness that he could be, we made all resources available to him, including counseling and extensive preparation with professional witness consultants.
I was absolutely overjoyed and impressed by how I was defended by the doctor's company. This was a remarkable compilation of many pieces of a puzzle to create an entire gestalt to defend myself through the doctor's company and to be exonerated.
We had an incredible expert who was able to explain the process. This woman had a chronic problem that was very difficult. Dr. Del Zotto recommended appropriate treatment, but she was unhappy because she did not get the result that she wanted. That is what led to the lawsuit. But through our expert and through Dr. Del Zotto's very careful explanation, the jury understood the medicine and were able to exonerate him.